ASMRtists of 2025. My top 5 ASMRtists of 2025. Because I've taken off the pop filter, I think that's what it's called. I'm conscious that the plosives might be a bit aggressive, so that's why I've moved the mic a little bit. But anyway, as you can see here, it says I have watched 1,846 channels in 2025. That's 5 times the average viewer, apparently. So before we start, well, in fact, no, oops, I'm giving the game away. So before we start with the first of those 5, I'm going to move on to the next mic trigger. I've just been this next trigger with the shaving foam had the gain too high, so you may want to turn down the volume. It was quite an aggressive sound when I first squared it, so hopefully this will be a bit less now because it's the first square. So the 5 ASMRtists are from 5 different nationalities. mic on here, which I really like those. But there are many that I could have chosen, to be fair. Okay, in third place is pretty much my ASMR OG. This channel is one that I'm sort of surprised it isn't number one, but I think there was a period where she had stopped uploading daily, maybe, and that's when I then sort of went into her. I discovered who came in first place, and had maybe a couple of weeks without seeing any of this channel's videos. But in third place is Nikki Whispers ASMR. For any of you who know Nikki, you probably know her as ASMR Kitty. She changed her name, I think it might have been this year. guys I'm talking about. I'm very appreciative of Jones for making these videos, because quite clearly I use ASMR every day as a therapy is probably the wrong word, but like a coping mechanism, I think. And with ASMR, even though I always love to find new creators, I also really like sort of getting to know someone, and or not getting to know them really, but like becoming familiar with them, and then like it's like having a friend. So that's number 2. And then number 1, the most watched channel of mine in 2025. My top ASMRtist of the year. But again, pretty much all 5 of these could be number 1. It doesn't give you the numbers for, it only gives you the number for this top one. It still works with the gloves. Didn't think that'd happen. Is a channel called One Man. He's French Canadian, and it says I am in the top 1% of his viewers, and I've watched 298 of his videos this year. That's dedication, it says. One man's videos are exquisite. He has such a calming voice. And he uploads quite frequently. So, and this is what I meant when I said Nikki. I think I had a little period of not uploading. Every morning I wake up early with the dog, take him on his walk, and then tend to have like an hour before work. People might find it odd, but I do use that hour to sort of chill out with the ASMR. And he had video, well, it's basically him and Nikki had videos like every morning that were like part of the morning routine. And he's an older gentleman, so he's got stories of when he was younger that are very interesting and very relaxing. So these are my top 5. Ben's ASMR in number 5. Cowpat ASMR at number 4. Nikki Whispers ASMR at number 3. Jones ASMR at number 2. And One Man at number 1. also got into his chocolates, but he likes to pretend that he's not interested for some reason for like 10 minutes, and then if I